Hey everyone, Jeff from Equipped and Ready. I owe you an explanation. If you've been following the channel, you probably noticed it's been a hair over 2 months since the last video. A few of you have actually reached out asking if everything was alright, which I really appreciate. The truth is, the reason the channel went quiet surprised even me a little. And stick around for a minute, because I want to share one preparedness lesson the last month especially really drove home for me. The short version is simple. Life got busy, work ramped up hard, travel got thrown on the calendar, I fell ill with who knows what, and we relocated back to our home in Michigan. And before I knew it, the filming schedule just slipped away from me. Now, I could pretend everything runs perfectly organized all the time, but that wouldn't be very honest. This channel has always been about real life and real preparedness. And sometimes real life gets messy. But the last few weeks reminded me of something important that ties directly into preparedness. A lot of people think preparedness is about having the perfect gear, the perfect kit, the perfect setup, radios, bags, food storage, and generators, all the things that we like to talk about on this channel. But real preparedness is actually about resilience when things don't go according to plan. Work gets crazy, travel happens, life throws curveballs. The question isn't whether things go wrong. The real question is whether you're able to adapt and keep moving forward when they do. One thing the last month reminded me of is how important it is to make sure the people around you are prepared too. When you're traveling for work like I've been doing, you start thinking differently about preparedness. It's not just about what you know how to do. It's about making sure your family knows what to do when you're not there. That's actually something that I want to talk about more in a future video. I didn't want to just disappear for a couple months, then show back up pretending that nothing happened. I respect the people watching this channel too much for that. I had some good content idea in the works and was looking forward to getting back into the rhythm of sharing ideas that help people. And I was just thrown yet another curveball. This Wednesday, it was determined in a cardiology appointment that I get to have another heart cath next week. Seems I'm exhibiting symptoms that one of my bypass grafts may have failed, so they need to go see. That's not something that I or my family wanted to hear, but here we go again. We are hoping that they will just say that I'm an overweight old guy that needs to get off his butt and just go get some exercise. The more likely diagnosis may be that a graft has collapsed and that they can stent it while they're in there, and I'll be back to feeling better almost immediately. The worst case scenario is that the graft failed, and although rare this early on, only 1 year post-op, if that's the case, then I'll be looking at another bypass to fix it. I didn't have this channel when I went through this last year. What I went through is what made me decide to start this channel. So if you're up for it, this time I'm going to try to take you on my journey as much as I can. I'm not going to try and act tough. This time I'm very scared because I don't know how much more this body can take. Those that know me know that this thing's been abused. I know that this isn't really what this channel's based on, but it's part of my life. And if I can help anyone learn from what I'm going through, then I still feel like I'm helping others, and that is my intention. If you're still here, I really appreciate it. This channel is about gear, readiness, and resilience. And like I always say, preparedness isn't about panic. It's about being ready long enough to matter. Thanks for sticking with me. And let's step into this next chapter together and see how it may or may not affect my preparedness. Before I go, though, I'm curious about something. What's one thing in life recently that has forced you to adjust your plans? It doesn't have to be big: work, travel, weather, family, whatever it might be. Because adapting when things don't go according to plan is really what preparedness is all about. Drop it in the comments for me. I'd honestly like to hear it. And we'll see you on the next video.